Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Lovely Gravy. Thank you so much for joining me. This is part 4 of the video series where I am teaching you guys how to trade for free. And this is the strategy video, strategies and tips, guys. These strategies is going to make you money because these are some of the strategies that I use now in my trading now. And when I first started making like super duper money, like 500 to 800 a day, guys. And these are the strategies that I use. These are the strategies that the traders that I talk to and I communicate with on a regular basis use. These are some very commonly used strategies. And if you want to look around YouTube University after watching this video to confirm these strategies that I'm talking about, other traders use them. I mean, you can. I would suggest you do that. Do as much research as possible and get in that demo. All right. Before we get deep into it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make a comment on the video. Guys, this is going to be lovely. Go ahead and join the lovely crew by hitting that subscribe button. Definitely do. And get ready just for 2021 and beyond to be just a year of prosperity, guys. I'm trying to spread prosperity around. Life is so good to me, and it can be good to you too if you position your mind for receiving. You got to put your mind in position to receive. All right, learn Forex for free for nothing here with Lovely Gravy. Here to help y'all elevate and educate yourself in 2021 and beyond. So this is part 4 of 4. What you guys have been waiting for is here. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so today we're going to go over 5 strategies or 5. Well, yeah, these can be used individually as strategies. These 5 things that I'm going to go over with you today, but most traders that are actually profitable traders will tell you that these strategies work. If you go type them in YouTube University or on Google or whatever you want to, you will see people giving you advice about these different things. And I'm telling you, I use all of these. I use all of them. Okay. All right. So the first thing, support and resistance. Now we've been talking about support and resistance in the first video. We talked about it in the third video, and here we are in the fourth video. We're talking about support and resistance again. So guess what, guys? Support and resistance is very important. If you can understand how to measure support and resistance on your chart, you are going to win. You hear me? You're going to win. You're going to be a profitable trader. Okay. So getting a little bit more in depth than what we've been over in the previous videos about support and resistance. Support and resistance, the basic definition for it is what price points on a chart that are expected to attract the maximum amount of buying or selling power. Okay. So again, support, I'm going to reinforce that by saying, okay, I always got to remember support is at the bottom, resistance is at the top. So the resistance level is expecting to attract a maximum amount of selling power. We're expecting that once price hits that resistance level, it's going to start selling back down. Boom. Okay. The support, we're expecting that it's going to attract a maximum amount of buying power. That once price hits that support level, the buyers is going to come and start pushing that thing back up. All right. Another way to describe support and resistance is price points where the chart previously reflected a lot of buying or selling power. So if you're back testing, hello, go back to video 1 where I talk about back testing and how important it is and why you should do it. If you're back testing, if you're looking to the left on the charts, to the left, shout out to Beyonce. Okay, so if you are back testing properly, you're going to see the support and resistance clearly. You're going to see it where price has came previously. You're going to see that pattern and you're going to be able to draw your support and resistance lines very easily. Okay. Another way to describe support and resistance is by saying it's the price point at which price repeatedly sells down or buys up with lots of momentum, lots of force. okay? Repeatedly, when price gets to this point, we see it over and over again. Like every time price comes to this point, it just starts selling back down. Or every time price gets to this point, it starts buying back up. We're looking for the repetition, the patterns, okay? That's what support and resistance is. It's you're looking for those pattern points in the market where the market repeatedly does the same thing when it hits this point. All right. And remember, our support is at the bottom and our resistance is at the top. All right. So this is an example of what support and resistance might look like on a real chart. Okay. So our support is here is on the bottom. All right. And our resistance is here at the top. Okay. So our resistance is, this is a point, and maybe they've looked to the left and saw that price has come here again. But obviously this is resistance because, this is the point where price is not going to go past this point. Price can't make it past this point. So this is our resistance point. All right. This is our support down here at the bottom, because looking to the left, if we saw the left of the screen, we could probably, we would probably see that price has come down to this point quite a few times and wasn't quite able to make it past this line. So that formed our support, okay? And now we can see the price broke through the support and formed a new support down here. Can you see this? This became a support line because guess what? Price was unable to pass this line and went back up, okay? And this was our new resistance line here. Why? Because it was support here. Okay, price tried to come down but couldn't break through this, so that it became a level of support. And then once price was able to break through it, it now becomes resistance. All right, come down. This is our level of support here from previously. We broke through it and we form another level of support. Price comes back up, breaks through what this would actually be resistance. It turned to resistance once we reach down here with this support. We come back up. Here's our support again because price look at this. Price repeatedly came to this point. That's how we know it's support. It repeatedly came down here and bounced back up. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, how we know this is a resistance level? Price repeatedly came up here and fell, came up here and fell, came up here and is falling. Can you see that? The repetition of the price point. Okay, next slide. Again, this is support and resistance on a consolidation chart, something that's not necessarily trending, right? Support here because price came down here and couldn't break through. Did it again, came right here and couldn't break through. Support. Okay, that's giving us an indication that this is a support level, that this is an important level to pay attention to. Okay, so pay attention when price gets here. This might be a level where I can say, hey, if I pay attention to these levels, and when price comes to these levels, I can make a move and make some money. All right. This up here, they didn't even mark it up here, but I can see right up here is a resistance level. Price came up here and then went back down, and came up here again and then went back down. This is a resistance level. Okay, I would have marked my chart a resistance level right there, but again, let's continue on with this chart. Now, price broke the support, and the support line became resistance. Can you see that? Because now price tried to break through, and now it can't. It started going down the other way. It can't break through. So now it became a resistance level. All right, and it's going on down to form a new support, to find a new support level somewhere. One more example, guys, because I'm telling you, if you can understand support and resistance and combine it with the candlesticks that we talked about in the last video and some other strategies that we're going to talk about in this video as well, y'all going to elevate yourself in 2021. Elevate yourself. Forget about what the president is doing. Forget about stimuluses and taxes. Forget about all that for a minute. and focus on elevating yourself. All right. So again, can you see this? This is a lot clearer. I like this one better because it's clearly showing you. Price came up here and then went back down. And came up here again to this point and then went back down. Came up here and then went back down. Can you see that? So this is a resistance level. Price is resisting this point. Okay? Price came here and then went back up and came here and then went back up and came here and then went back up. So this level is supporting it. It's supporting price. All right. And now that price broke through the resistance here, this now becomes a support level. Okay. And now we got resistance all over again. Boom. It can't, we're resisting it, can't break through. Resistance. Can you guys see? Can you see the pattern? Can you see what support and resistance means now? Okay, look for the patterns. I'm telling you, the market is algorithmic. It creates patterns. And if you can spot the patterns, you can beat the markets. You can become a profitable trader. All right, next we're going to talk about moving averages, guys. Moving averages are used in technical analysis. They're indicators that smooth out price trends. And we talked a little bit about moving averages in the first video. How basically they reflect the trends. They're trend lines basically that you can get on your chart. So they reflect the trends. But what they also do is they filter out the random short-term price fluctuations. So there's going to be random fluctuations sometime in the market that don't necessarily follow a certain trend, but the moving averages kind of filter those out and still give you a bigger, clear picture of what the actual trend is. Okay, so it's helping you to identify the trend, and it will also help you to determine support and resistance levels. It can do that as well. So this is a look at moving averages. This is actually one of my charts that I look at. Now it's the 5 minute. So I wouldn't trade out the 5 minute, but I do use the 5 minute for my entries. Okay, guys, I use the 5 minute to see when it's a good time to get into the trade. But anywho, so this is a chart on TradingView. I'm just gonna tell you guys, if you want to, you can get a free TradingView account. Okay, you can have a free account on TradingView. They actually have a free trial. I think a 30-day free trial you guys can sign up, but you can get a free account even after the trial. You just downgrade to the free account and you still can see the charts. But this is a view from TradingView. I use the 20, which is this green one, and a 45 for me. The way I use the 20 and the 45, and it actually would be a better example for me to show you on a higher time frame, like a 4-hour chart. But basically, when price crosses underneath this 20, it's usually going to sell down. When it crosses above that 20, you can bet that it's going to buy up some. So you can bet on a buy. It's crossing down here, then I could have bet on a sell again. Down here, I could have bet on a sell again. It crosses up here. It starts to, now I can bet on a buy. It's going to buy up. So that 20, when it touches that 20, and then when the 20 and the 45 actually cross, it depends on what comes out on top. So when the 20 and the 45 cross, and that green comes out on top, sometimes it will buy up. That green goes down. Again, it will buy down. When that 20 and that 45 cross, that tells me price is about to make a jump. It's about to make a move in one direction or another. Okay, so again, that's not always the case. So with moving averages, the same applies with all the other strategies. You want to use more than one strategy. You want to combine these strategies so and use them as confirmation for each other. If I have 5 different strategies and all 5 of my strategies is telling me it's about to be a buy, I got a really good chance of winning that. Okay, so be wise, be smart, use more than one of these strategies. Okay. I do want to let you guys know this is the 200. Okay, this is always going to be there on your chart. Well, it's good to look at the 200 because when price is under the 200, it's usually selling. Okay, if price jumps above the 200, it's going to buy up. Okay, so that's another thing too, the 200. I do use the 200. Okay, so the relative strength index, or the RSI, guys, and this is for my phone traders, my people that don't have a computer and you need to trade on the phone. You need to pay attention to this one right now. The RSI is on the phone, it's on mobile. And if I'm out and I want to place a trade and I'm out, I look at mobile because I have my mobile phone with me. And I look at the RSI and I pay attention to the RSI. And I combine some other strategies as well, but I'm going to get into some examples of how I combine strategies. Okay. So the relative strength index measure, or the RSI, which is what they call it, measures the speed and change of price movement. Okay. So when we're talking about momentum, whether a trade has some momentum in it, the RSI will help to identify whether there's momentum in a certain movement of the market. All right, so the market is said to be overbought when the RSI crosses above 70. So you're looking for a sell, an opportunity to sell, because the market is overbought. Okay, so it's got to come. What goes up must come down. Okay, and what goes down must come up. If you bounce a ball down on the ground, it's gonna come back up. Okay, so when the market is marked, the market is considered oversold when the RSI reaches below 30. So you're looking for a buy. This is what an RSI looks like on a chart. Here at the bottom, can you see that RSI? All right. So here at the bottom, this is what an RSI looks like. Here's the 70 and the 30 line. Guys, you want to pay attention to the right, to the numbers on the right-hand side. Here's the 70 and here's the 30. If price reaches below this 30, it's considered to be oversold. So you want to start looking for opportunities to buy back up. If price reaches above the 70, it's considered to be overbought. So you want to start looking for opportunities to sell back down. Okay. And just like any other strategy, you don't want to look at the RSI by itself. Always combine it with another strategy. Combine your strategies. Use each strategy as confirmation for where you feel the market is going to go. Also with the RSI, when it's oversold, don't buy immediately. Wait until the momentum dies down and price starts to do the reversal. Same when it's overbought. Don't sell immediately. Wait until that momentum dies down and prices start to reverse. Here's a good example of that. Price came above the 70 right here. And can you see how it didn't immediately start to sell down? But we waited a little bit. We waited for it, came right here. And we're seeing these candles, the momentum dying down. Can you see the candles getting smaller and smaller and smaller? All right, we reached here. We're overbought. Candles getting smaller and smaller, momentum dying down, smaller and smaller. Momentum is dying. Now the momentum is picking back up. And now we're going to look for the sell when the momentum picks back up. All right, it gets higher and higher above that. And it starts to fall here, starts to fall. And we start to see the candles get bigger. So now we want to do that sell with the momentum. When the momentum starts to build back up, it dies down here and then builds back up. Now we want to get in on the sell. Okay, so that's the strategy with the RSI. All right, moving along. Long tail, long wick, or shadow, whatever you want to call it. All right, pin, bar, whatever. Guys, great strategy. I love it when I see these in the market, especially at a support and resistance zone. Guys, look at this. I don't even have, I mean, this is just a picture, but I clearly see resistance right here. And I clearly see the support zone right here. Look at this. Came here, came here. Look at how many wicks tried to come up here and couldn't pass this point. Boom. Boom. I clearly see the support and resistance here. So guess what? I'm seeing that this long bar, the buyers tried to buy up. And then guess what? They came all the way, boom. The seller said, no, no, you don't. And the sellers actually went past the open. Hint, hint, one of the candlesticks we talked about. And so that's a big signal right there that, hey, price cannot pass this resistance. It's a strong resistance level and price can't pass it. And this long tail pin bar told me that. So that was my signal to get back in on the sell. All right, trend lines. Guys, a lot of people use trend lines to tell when the market is about to change direction. If you draw a trend line, so basically a trend line is a line that follows the trend. You're drawing one. The moving averages do that for you, but you can also draw trend lines onto your chart. So if I were to draw this downtrend line from, you can see the example here. You usually want to get it pretty close to the top candlesticks. If I were to extend this trend line all the way out here, I could see that right here, the candles is breaking this downtrend. So I can tell that the trend is broken. All right. I can tell that this trend is broken and I can go back up. All right. Now, another strategy, I'm going to let y'all in on another strategy real quick that I'm actually seeing in this chart that I did not go over with you guys, and I did not add it in this slide, but I'm seeing it now. So I am going to explain it to you. Guys, the market sometimes does what's called M's and W's. If you hear anybody talking about M's and W's, look at this, a W, right? The market forms these M's and W's. Look at this. This is an ugly M with 3 humps. Okay, look at this. This is another M. The markets do that. And usually when there's an M, it's connected to a W, or a W is coming close. It's coming next. This W is connected to a sort of an M right here. Okay. And this M is connected to a W. So look for M's and W's. The market does form M's and W's a lot. Okay. But back to the trend line. So the trend line was broken here. Okay. And I can see that this candlestick broke the trend. It went up all the way above here and broke this trend. So now I can buy because I see that the downtrend is broken. Or here, this uptrend did this trend line. I come up here and I can see up this candlestick right here, or this candlestick right here actually broke the trend. This sell candlestick broke the trend. It's underneath my trend line. If I were to extend that out, this is underneath that trend line, all the way underneath. So the trend is broken. So I can guess that the market is about to sell down very soon. All right. So that's how people use trend lines and M's and W's. We went over M's and W's with the trend lines, baby. All right. Combining strategies, guys. This is important. You have to combine the strategies to give yourself a greater probability of winning. Don't just look at candlesticks by themselves. Don't just look at support and resistance by itself, because we already saw that price can break through support and resistance. Don't just look at the RSI by itself. Don't just look at trend lines by itself. Don't just look at M's and W's by themselves. Don't just look at moving averages by themselves. See if you see how many confirmations, use all of these as confirmations, and see how many confirmations you can actually find to confirm that that's the next move. And I'm going to show you here. This is actually a live chart. Go back to Trading View. This is US 30 on the 5-minute from, I believe this was January the 29th, 2021. So this is a very recent chart. And I'm going to show you how combining 2 strategies would have helped you figure out how to make some money in this market. Okay, this purple line is a trend line that I drew. Okay, I'm drawing a trend line, and I saw here that this candlestick broke the trend. Okay, not only did this candlestick break the trend, but at the bottom of this downtrend, what do we see? An engulfing, a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Guys, it's a candlestick pattern, a bullish engulfing. We see it right here, these 2, bullish engulfing, along with my trend line broken. So the bullish engulfing tells us that the bulls are about to buy up. And I had a downtrend line that was broken by um a bullish candlestick. That's almost a Maribozu. Look at that. Look at that tiny wick. That's telling you the bulls are in control. That's what I'm telling you. It's not just about candlestick patterns. It's learning about what the candlesticks are trying to tell you. The bulls are in control. They got a lot of power here because there was barely a wick. They just rose up and then they came up and touched the 20. And we already know I talked about the fact that I use the 20 EMA is when I see a candlestick crossing over that 20, I already know it's going up, crossing above. Typically, for me, because I see this big space here, when I see that this comes up to the 20, I know it's going to come up to the 45 too. If price come up to the 20, it's most likely going to come up to the 45 too, especially if it's this big space like this in between the 20 and the 45. Oh, I know. So I would have put a buy in and waited until price hit the 45. Probably put my take profit somewhere up here at the 45 and my stop loss somewhere down here, be somewhere down here underneath this Maribozu. And if I would have put my stop loss down here, price came close to it, but never actually hit the stop loss. And it actually would have went up and hit my take profit. It would have hit the 45. I would have had my stop loss down here probably 299.50, I think is what that is. Way down here, 299.50, and then my take profit would have been up here at 30100, right? And I would have got in here at 3050. So that's a quick 50 pips. And if your lot size is a standard lot size, you just made $500. And how much time? This is on a 5-minute chart. So let's count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No, actually, it hit 3100 right here. It hit it right here in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 35 minutes. You would have made $500 at a standard lot size. This is what I'm telling you guys. In 35 minutes, you could have made $500. Price would have never hit your stop loss. And using the candlestick pattern, the trend line, and the 20 moving average, combining those three strategies would have just made you $500. All right, let's look at another one. Combining strategies. Okay, we're looking at the RSI now. All right, RSI came here above our 70. So the market is overbought. Okay, it's the buyer's been buying up way too much. It's time for the sellers to come and sell. So we're looking for the sell opportunity. So again, we're looking at this momentum, the momentum slowing down. Oh, it's building back up, it's building back up. And what do we see here? Is this a candlestick pattern? Is this our 3 inside down candlestick pattern? Yes, it is. So I used the RSI, which was overbought and came above 70 in combination with my candlestick pattern, my 3 inside down, which gave me the signal. And I can clearly see this is a resistance line. Come on now, support, resistance, and this support became resistance when this came. Come on now, support, resistance right here, support. I see it. I see the resistance and I see the support. Okay. And then I see that this made a W, and this kind of looked like a M that kind of didn't all the way form an M, but it did an M. Can you see it, the W? And the kind of almost M? I'm sorry, guys. But just with the RSI and the candlestick pattern alone, just combining those two strategies, I would have been able to get in on a sell. And this is on the hour chart. So you could have, after this one, you could have put in a sell and rolled that sell down for an hour. For the whole hour, been riding in profit. Okay. I didn't make this stuff up, guys. I learned this stuff. And I'm just teaching you what I learned. So get in the markets and back test. Okay? Back test, back test, back test this stuff. Get in the demo account and start practicing. Guys, a demo account costs an egg, and you got to put an egg of dollars in there. It's virtual money. It's fake money that they're letting you play with so you can learn how to trade. You put an egg in to open the account, and then you put an egg in so you can have money to play with. An egg. If you got $0, you can start learning how to trade in a demo account by watching my videos. If you got, even if you got money and you just don't feel like you want to spend that money on trading right now, but you want to learn how to trade, build some confidence. Get in the demo, guys. I can't stress it enough. Get in the demo and test out these strategies for yourself, because that's the only way you're actually going to believe it, is if you see it for yourself. And I showed you live charts. Go to tradingview.com and you'll see that was a live chart and how that played out. Okay, so tips and tricks, guys. I'm gonna get to the point here. I'm gonna get to the end of this video here. Some tips and tricks for you guys. Okay, some tips and tricks for you guys is, do not let people trade for you. Don't do it. It's, guys, when you guys start getting into Forex, it's a lot of people out here that's going to be like, oh, I'll trade for you. You just put $200, I'll turn it into $2,000 by the end of the week. You do that ish if you want to, because if somebody loses your money, what you gonna say? Sway is gone. It feels bad enough when you lose your own money, but when somebody else lose your money, oh, you high. And most of the time, they somebody that's virtual across the country that you can't even get in touch with. And even if they is somebody that you can get in touch with, Sway, they don't got that money. Even if they didn't lose it, they could say they lost it in the markets on a bad trade, and really that went to go to their rent. Sis, you don't know what these people, sis and bro, y'all don't know what these people out here doing with this money. And it's COVID-19. People out here struggling. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't trade from the lower time frames, guys. The 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 30 minute. Leave that alone. Like, start off with the, leave that alone for real. Like, you gonna lose, even though I just showed you on a 5 minute, you can make money in 30 minutes. I really use the 5 minutes for my entry points, guys. To see when's the best point to get in. Time to get in on a trade. I look at a 4-hour chart. And the reason why I like doing the higher time frames is because I can set my lot sizes lower to manage my risk better and hold my trade longer to make my money and walk away from the charts. I don't have to sit there and look at the charts. I can walk away. As long as you set the stop loss and the take profit, you can walk away. But I like the higher time frames because, like I said, I can manage my risk better. I don't have to do a standard lot size and risk most of my account on the trade. I can do a lower lot size and stretch that trade out, let it run longer, and let it build up to my money. The next tip is always test your strategy in the demo account. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Like, if I would have done this in the beginning, I probably would have never blew no accounts. Trade, when you find a strategy, trade it 100 times. I know, guys, you're like, I don't want to wait 100 times. Once I do this 20 times and I win 18 out of 20 times, oh, I'm confident in this strategy, so I want to go ahead and start playing with real money. Guys, just be patient. Patience equals profit. Guys, that's a slogan and a saying that we've had in Forex, all the groups that I've been in and the people that I know. Patience equals profit. They will tell you that in Forex. If you be patient, you're going to get paid. Treat Forex like a business. Like a business. I'm sorry, I'm feeling real silly. Treat Forex like a business. If you put in money in your Forex account, that's your investment. Don't be flustered if the market starts to go your way. Don't get upset if the market's coming and hitting your stop losses. That's an investment. When you invest in a business and you go buy a building, have you made any money buying that building? No. You lost your money. You lost some money. That's an investment. You got to get the lights cut on. You got to pay for marketing. You got to pay for supplies and tools, and all that stuff is out the window. That's money gone. That's you in a negative when you starting a business. You start out in a negative. Any business owner will tell you that. When you start a business, you're going to start off in a negative because you have to pay for things, expenses, stuff. Treat Forex like a business. Let it be okay if you start out in a negative. Don't get flustered by that. Make sure you're setting your stop losses and don't get flustered by being in a negative for a little while. Because the markets do that up and down stuff. Let it do it. Go look at my video. My other video, I'm going to put the link in the description where I showed y'all me actually carrying out a live trade. Okay? And you'll see that the market went down and I was in a negative. And I'm like, what you doing? What you doing, Marcus? Why you got me in a negative? But I ain't sweat it. I just said, okay, I'm gonna walk away and let you do your thing. And I came back a few hours later, and I was in a positive, by a couple $100. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and slide out now. Take my money, let me go ahead and slide out. Patience equals profit. And always in the market, trust your own eyes, God. If you do take signals, I don't recommend taking signals. I don't give signals because I want people to trust their own eyes, for real, for real. Like, I want people to trust their own eyes. What I can give you guys is the indicator package. I have a package of indicators. That, guys, if you want the indicators, shoot me an email. My indicator package is $50. The Lovely Life Coach at gmail.com. Shoot me an email and let me know you want the indicator package, guys. The indicators in this package, just one of them, I paid over $200 for the indicator, and it's a bomb indicator. But I have quite a few different indicators. I'm not sure exactly how many, but by the time it gets in the description of this video, you're going to see how many it is. But if you want some indicators, and indicators, as we said in the first video, are software programs that you can install on your chart that will give you hints as to what direction the market is going in. So you can use those for confirmation as well. I do still use some indicators on my charts, two currently. And I use them only as confirmation. I never just go straight off what the indicator says. I use indicators for additional layers of confirmation. Okay. I want you guys to be successful. So donate $50 to me, and I'll donate the indicator package to you. Okay, you get all the indicators. You can put them on your charts, and some of them come with instructions and stuff like that too, so you can learn how to use the indicators. And you guys just be successful, be profitable in 2021. Let's elevate, let's educate and elevate. 2021 and beyond, and all years beyond, let's educate ourselves and elevate ourselves. Okay? Back test, guys. I can't say that enough. You better back test. Get in there and back test. And when I say back test, that means look to the left of the chart, scroll to the left, and start looking to see what patterns that you're seeing. What's the most frequent candlestick patterns that this pair uses? Where are the support and resistance levels? Okay? Start back testing these strategies. And that's going to help you when you start clicking buy and sell and start practicing in a demo account. And when you're in the beginning, guys, this is important too. Pick a pair and stick to it. Don't be all over the charts. Now, it's some people that have strategies that will teach you strategies to be all over the charts when you're trying to build your accounts and stuff like that. But guys, really, if you don't know what you're doing and you're a beginner, I'm just really going to highly suggest that you just pick one pair or one index and stick to that. Learn it. And then once you learn that, move on to some other ones. All right. Recommended YouTubers. YouTube University has helped me so much to step my Forex game up and to get my bank account game up. Super Trend FX, guys, he got a killer strategy. Killer. And the boy on here giving y'all game for free. This free game. Super Trend FX giving you free game. Check him out. Like, and I don't know any of these YouTubers personally. I don't know any of them personally. So, and I'm not doing promo for them. I'm not getting paid. I'm telling you the YouTubers that I have watched and used some of their strategies and actually been profitable. Jeremy Cash Young CEO. Free game. When I say free game, free game. He giving you free strategies too. Free game. Now some of these YouTubers have paid things too. I've never purchased any paid things from these people. But I have taken their free game on YouTube and it has made me money. The Selfless Strategic Trader, guys, if y'all are starting a small account, you got $50 in your account, you only got $10 to put in a trade account, you only got $15 to put in, you only got $20 to put in a trading account, you need to go watch the Selfless Strategic Trader. Because that man know how to grow a small account. He knows how to grow a small account. And he gives free game. It's free. The game free. Okay, that gravy, lovely. Game free. The Selfless Strategic Trader. Trader Nick. I like Trader Nick because Trader Nick, he explains things very well. He breaks things down very well. Guys, if y'all don't understand some of the terminology that was in the first video and you want a better explanation of it, go look up some videos under Trader Nick. He explains things so well. So very well. I mainly watch Trader Nick for his explanation of definitions and breaking down the understanding of certain things in the market. I haven't acquired any strategies from him, but I do like the way he explains things in the market, and I believe he's a good trader. So you guys can follow Trader Nick. I would recommend it. Okay. And of course, lovely gravy. Of course. I'm free game. I just gave y'all free game. If you never traded before, don't know anything about Forex, you can come watch my videos part 1 through 4. And by the time you get to the 4th one, you could be ready to open up an account and start trading. This is why. Watch the video. Free game. Let's elevate in 2020. Let's all get it together. We can all eat. We can all eat. We can all eat. Because I know where my source comes from. I don't have to charge anyone to teach them how to trade because I know where my source comes from. My source don't come from you or anybody else watching. My source, I know where my source comes from. And once you start learning where your source comes from, that's why you're here. It's not by chance that you guys came to my channel. It's not by chance, it's by divine order. Seek and ye shall find. You guys were seeking this information out. And for those of you who are here and we're not seeking this information out, it's still by divine order. It's still by divine order that you found this. Because you're going to elevate yourself. I believe it. That's why I'm doing this. Because the more I do to help other people, the quicker we as a society can get to a utopian society. I believe it can happen and it will happen, where we all have peace and we're all living good and everybody's doing well. Everybody's living well. Everybody's able to not only maintain, but to prosper. We can live in that society. We can have that. It starts with me and you. What are you going to do for the next person to help uplift and build them up? I decided I'm going to share my knowledge. The knowledge I have that's made me so much money, I'm going to share it and help somebody else that might not have the money that I had to invest in the knowledge. I'm going to share it with them. Why not? I know where my source comes from, and my source sees all my good. Okay. I'm not going. Guys. I'm not going to preach. I'm sorry. All right. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Make sure you comment down in the comments below. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Y'all definitely subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the notifications bell so that you know when the next video I'm coming out with. The next one I think I'm gonna do is an IML review, guys. Because y'all don't need IML. You don't need them. You don't need them. But I'm definitely gonna do that next. Also, guys, for goal planning, guys, I'm a life coach, certified, credential life coach, and that's what I help people do. Is I help people map out a 6-week plan. If that's what you desire to do, I help people map out a 6-week plan to accomplish whatever goal you want to accomplish, whether it be you want to become a Forex trader, you want to become an investor, you want to start a business, you want to get a better job, you want to, whatever your goal is, you want to find love, whatever. Yeah, I'm here to help you. I'm not single neither, so I found love. And I know how to attract love. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it's all about manifestation too. A lot of my life coaching is definitely about LOA. I have a video about how I manifested $35,000 using law of attraction. And so, yeah, so y'all can go check that out. I'll put the link in the description. But definitely I can help. I love to help people. So I'd be happy to help anyone that needs help. Setting a plan, a 6-week. No, we get it done in 6 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Like 6-week plan, not a 6-month, not a 6-year. We're not gonna procrastinate and put things off. This year, 2021, we're gonna get it done. 2021, we're gonna get it done. And beyond. We're gonna get it done. Okay? So let's map out that 6-week plan. I'm gonna help you to execute that plan. And I'm going to be your accountability partner, making sure that the steps that we've mapped out, that you're following through with them. Because sometimes you just need that extra person to call and say, did you get this done today? Well, why not? You need some help. Oh, you need some help with research. You need me to help you with some resources. You need me to give you a shout out here, help you with promotion. Sometimes you just need that extra person that really cares enough to say, or if you just need somebody just to pick up the phone. Guys, I do have clients that really, I do have clients that don't have a 6-week plan. They don't know what they want to do. They just call me when they need somebody to talk to. Yeah, I have clients that call me just to talk about what they're going through in life. Not necessarily to get my opinion or advice, but just because they don't have anybody else to talk to. I love listening. I'm a great listener because I learn so much. By listening to other people's problems, I'm able to learn and reflect on myself as well and to teach myself something new. And I'm also able to be a resource. I love to research. I have quite a bit of connections. And I love helping people. I love listening. And I love helping. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. I'm a life coach. And so if you have problems where you need actual like medical help, I'm not that. I'm not on that level yet. But some other issues that you might have that you feel like there's nobody will listen to you. Because I've been there so many times where I just felt like nobody is listening. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's hearing me. Nobody's here for me. I'm here for all these people, doing all these things for them. And yet when I need somebody to talk to about how I feel, no matter how crazy it sounds, because I'm a very non-judgmental person. I don't judge anyone. I don't judge, and I respect people's privacy and confidentiality. Okay. And so I can be a resource for someone to just let it all out. I can also be a resource to help you come up with some goals, set some goal planning, execute it, and I can help you find answers. And I can help you by being that accountability partner as well. But this video has been going on long enough. I really want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned in. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And be successful. Like, I'm giving you guys my energy. And I'm passing this positive energy to you guys because I really want the world to be successful. Because when everybody's successful and everybody's prosperous on their own level, we can live in peace. There can be less crime, there can be less hate, there can be more peace and more love in the world. And so, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely tune in to the next episode of Lovely Gravy. Until next time, peace out. Stay lovely. Bye now.